Hello, Critical Conversation Bros here. I'm Behold Greatness, and this is
Top Rope Bubba.
And we are here with our special Saturday night's main event, and also
AEW.
Double.
Or nothing.
Nothing, brother.
But first,
Previews.
we can't forget.
Predictions. Yeah, we can't forget.
I'll get it.
Dubby
The official sponsor.
of the Critical Conversation Bros, brother.
And man,
Is it delicious?
is it delicious.
I drank all mine, so
And it gave me energy. As it should.
I'm hulked up. I'm hulked up. Honestly, I feel like Macho Man when he doing the cream of the crop. I'm good, bro.
But yeah, it's 20% off this week still. Obviously.
And 10% after that, but still a good deal.
Yeah. And
Help
they
us,
have
help them.
many
help you.
flavors.
Delicious.
But Saturday's night main event, we got 5 wonderful matches.
And this is in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Oh,
Wow.
oh boy.
wild.
Oh.
What a Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
At least you know they won't get in trouble there.
Ah.
Unless your name was Jim Irsay.
All right, let's start off with that guy. The
Who?
guy.
Who?
The guy I'm pointing to. My
Oh.
hand's not far.
Penta.
but yeah,
Versus Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship.
because it's Pento Miedo.
Sure. This
No fear.
is pretty cut and dry. I understand Ethan Page is up and coming, and they're going to make him look good. But Penta's having an awesome reign as Intercontinental Champion. As popular as ever. No way you can take the strap off of him yet. So I got Penta with an exciting W. But this ain't the end of Ethan Page.
Yeah, I feel like it's leading up to something because obviously you have Rusev in this picture. You have a bunch of other people in this picture. I don't think it's time to take the title off of Penta yet. I feel like Penta is probably going to hold it till either Money in the Bank or Survivor Series. So yeah, Penta retains.
Next match we got who?
Logan Paul. Wait, we didn't fire him yet. So that Joe Hendry song ain't working.
Fire Logan Paul.
So that song ain't working. Okay. Austin Theory versus the Street Profits.
Are up and they want to smoke.
And we got...
Hold on. Did you say the tag titles are on the line on a premium live event-ish? What?
I did.
Wow.
I did.
Wow. Okay.
They must be...
Not the Friday before? Not the Monday
or
after?
the Friday after?
Wow, okay. Cool.
Or... I mean, this is kind of like a PLA.
Who do you got winning?
Well... it's a tough one because do you want to smash down the Vision already when they feel like they're, you got Braun, whatever. This Street Profits, you're building them back up from coming back. I do think it's time for Bronson Reed to show back up.
Tsunami.
This is the only way you're having Logan Paul and Austin Theory win this match.
The interference.
Yep. So,
I think you're onto something.
I think Logan Paul and Austin Theory unfortunately retain because it's not time to take their titles away. But anyway, go ahead.
All right, brother. Hope you're ready for this.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
By the way, Bianca and them are having a boy, right?
Congratulations.
Okay.
But Dawkins' girl's pregnant too.
Oh boy.
I wonder if they planned that. Anyway, you know what? This is humongous. I think Bronson Reed does interfere, but I think Joe Hendry does as well.
Oh.
And I think that distraction costs Logan Paul and Austin Theory and Street Profits are your new tag team champions.
They're up, and they
want
have
the smoke, baby.
titles.
They got it.
Okay. All right.
That's my prediction. That's my hot take for the week.
That is a sizzling hot take. We have we talked about this in our last video.
Yeah.
We have Rhea and Charlotte and Alexa versus Jade, Michan, and Be Fabulous.
I've had this. I've seen on many news outlets, so I don't know if this is the actual name of the group, but they're simply labeling it just JMB.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the actual name, but I've
really
seen
generic.
it on more than one news outlet. I have.
It's really generic.
It's kind of weird, but maybe. I don't know.
I don't really care for it. I feel like they didn't put effort into it.
I don't know. You could have called them violent storms. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway. So we got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa
The
Bliss.
storm diving dumpsters. The dumpster diving storm. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But anyway,
I think
go ahead.
this is a fantastic match. I think it has its moments, but I think you gotta give this dub to Rhea, Charlotte, and Alexa. I think it has more ramifications in the long term, and I don't think it ends clean. And I tell you right now, Jade's not taking that pen. B-Fab's taking it.
Okay. I disagree with you. I feel like this is where the end is near for Charlotte and Alexa. Because I feel like Rhea is going to do something that is going to cost this team. And I feel like Alexa vouched for Rhea for help, and Charlotte didn't want to do it. So I feel like it's going to come back and bite. And I do also feel like you can't make Jade, Michan, and B-Fab look weak, especially when you're trying to build them up.
Okay.
So therefore, I believe Jade Cargill will pin Charlotte.
Okay. I'd be here for that rivalry down the road, but anyway, moving on. Got the women's tag team championships. Hold on.
Wait.
The tag titles again are being defended on pre-LE? Is WWE feeling okay?
I kind of feel a little numb because you said 2 tag team title matches.
Hold on. And
one a non-Friday or Monday.
And more than one women's match?
Oh, wait, we have 3.
This is like history making for them. I'm shocked.
Okay, but anyway.
We got Paige and Brie Bella versus Lash and Nia. For me, this is cut and dry. Paige and Brie are winning. Move on.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But I do feel like we're going to get some other people
Involved.
during this match.
This opens up the
Whether it
women's tag
be
division.
after
Or during.
or during.
I agree.
Because Bailey and Lyra showed up on Monday Night Raw, right? To attack.
Bailey's been everywhere.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like Paige and Brie are obviously retaining. You're not taking those titles off of them. And I don't believe that's the team that's going to take those titles anyway. So, moving.
Now, this is going to be the one that steals the show, Bowdy.
Well, I mean, I would think you're going to make it the main event. Would you make it the main event?
I personally would, because this is going to deliver.
It's really sad because you have 3 title matches and your non-title match is going to be a main event.
Who is a bigger star right now?
Soul.
And who is one of the biggest women's stars in the history of this business?
Soul.
Becky. And what does Becky do when she gets in a rivalry with you? She turns you to gold.
She whines, complains, and
Well, listen, Sports Illustrated says she's the best women's wrestler of all time. Everybody's saying it. Even ESPN saying it. Even your cousin Johnny is saying it. So there's everybody's saying it.
That's
Those gotta be
because they're
true.
confused. And hold, please, because I don't have a cousin named Johnny.
But regardless, this match is actually going to be great for business. You have the current now and you have the future going at it. This could be a breaking out party for Sol Ruka. And if they play their cards right, I want her to win, but it to be a barn burner match and her to do that soul snatcher, get that crowd popping, and get a huge win so she has a title match in the next big PLE.
I agree with you. I think this is going to be one of the best women's matches we've seen in a little while. I feel like Becky is definitely going to push Sol really, really hard. I think Sol is going to push Becky really, really hard. I
agree.
do believe this sets up a title match in the future, whether it be Clash at Italy or Money in the Bank.
I think probably realistically Money in the Bank
Probably.
down the line a little bit.
Jeez, a soul snatcher off of a freaking ladder would be crazy. But yeah, I do think Sol wins this match only because you have to set up the other match, which would give Sol Ruka obviously number one contendership.
Yeah, you want her to be the number one contender,
right? But I think they'll do it in a way that doesn't make Becky really look weak at the moment.
And Becky's a master at that.
So,
I
Sol is definitely one of those women that just are high right now. Period.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
push
care
her to
for her
safely.
new entrance music though.
I do not like the new entrance music, but they can adjust that.
Yeah,
give it time. So yeah, it's shaping up to be a good card. Something to watch Saturday. Enjoy it. We will. Looking forward to talking about it after it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But what do we got after this, buddy? I think we have something huge coming on.
Yeah.
In Queens, New York, on Sunday night, AEW Double
or Nothing.
Yeah. So let's start at the bottom there.
Okay,
what we're looking at, because the last match is the most important to talk about. But we're going to start off with Jon Moxley, Kyle O'Reilly. No time limit for the Continental Championship.
You said no time limit?
No time limit.
And it could start off the show?
Yeah.
I going to need some dubby because this
brother.
card might be long into the night.
Get your W on, brother.
But anyway, I think it's cut and dry for me. I feel like Jon Moxley is winning this match.
Kyle O'Reilly won to get this match. But this is definitely Mox winning and retaining. But a great match. Kyle O'Reilly's been impressive lately, so kudos to him for the improvement.
By the way, I do, while we're on here, I do want to give a shout out to this guy. Behold, because he is making phenomenal background wallpapers.
Yes, I am.
For us to use.
Gotta love it. But moving on, this, I can't believe this is an Owen Hart women's tournament match. You have Athena versus Mina Shirakawa. And you know how I feel about both these women. This is like asking me to pick chicken or steak. I love both. Not fair.
I feel like it's more like getting me to try to pick between John Cena and Bray Wyatt for me, but yes.
It hurts. It's hard. But obvious. Wow. It feels obvious.
Really?
I think.
You think so?
I do. I think this is where they finally pull the trigger on pushing Athena to the AEW Women's title.
I'm 100% on board with you because I love Athena. I do.
Time to get her out of Ring of Honor, though.
I do feel like
They've been way too conservative with her because they've been scared of the whole Sasha thing.
Yeah. Mina is one of their money-making women for sure.
Not only is she talented, but she's great to look at. Yes, you're even speechless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel like, I don't know, something tells me Mina's winning this match.
I'm picking Athena, but am I going to be mad either way?
I really hope they pick Athena, but I feel like Mina is the one going to win this match.
They can literally go either way, and it is not going to hurt anything. There are so many plans they can do with either one of these women. I'm not mad either way. What do we got after that, brother?
We got a stadium stampede.
Listen, this could be outstanding. I never dreamt I would see the day where the Young Bucks are baby faces teaming with Chris Jericho.
We have the Young Bucks as a babyface.
Yes.
Okay.
But essentially, I'm trying to remember everybody that's even
Yeah, I
involved in
was
this match.
trying to...
You got the War Dogs on the other side. You got United Empire and what was it, FTR? Not FTR.
FTR's on the other.
Yeah, FTR's on the other match. But regardless, it is Ricochet's goons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus obviously Chris Jericho, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and
I will say every Stadium Stampede match I've watched has been phenomenal. So
yeah, and I honestly can't even remember who the rest of you are in that match. But regardless, this is very simple to pick. Y2J's not losing, not with the Young Bucks on the side.
No, definitely not.
So it's a big win there, but it's going to be awesome. Going to be very entertaining. I've never watched one of these matches and not been entertained, if we're being honest.
All right, so the only thing that will happen during this match... Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. I recant what I'm going to say.
You're saving it?
I can't because there no compete clause is not up. So
Oh, okay.
never mind. I recant that.
Moving on.
But yes, I agree. Y2J and Necker are winning this match, yes.
This is another huge match. You got the Owen Cup Memorial Tournament quarterfinal. You got Swerve versus Bandito.
Swerve! Whose house?
Swerve's house. This is huge, and I'm telling you right now, I love Bandito. I am huge. I'm high on this guy. But he can take this L and be okay. Swerve's winning this. Push him. He's getting hot again. Let's go.
100% Swerve. I got nothing else to say. Moving on. We have another open Hart Cup quarterfinal. We got Samoa Joe versus the newly returned and wonderfully neck surgeried Will Ospreay.
This is going to be a banger. This might steal the show. This could be that match on this card that I'm pointing out to you.
Sheamus says banger after banger after banger.
Samoa Joe is one of the greatest workers ever.
Yes.
And he deserves that credit.
One of the few people that are on this card that WWE made a huge mistake in.
But Will Ospreay, to me, is top 3 in the world right now. And maybe number 1. In talent-wise, when he's at his finest, Will Ospreay gets a humongous win. This is his push towards the title again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic match. It's going to be a slobber knocker. I think it's kind of obvious. Will Ospreay is winning this match.
When you said slobber knocker, prayers to good old JR getting checked for possible Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, all that good
didn't
jazz.
even throw that out there like that, but that was great to throw that in there. So yes, prayers to JR. Yeah. Hopefully that barbecue sauce can cure it.
Now this is going to be something special. You have the AEW Tag Team Championships on the line in a special I Quit match here. FTR versus Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Do they win the titles after all this time?
So,
arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time?
I guess the main question at hand is, Who is saying I quit?
FTR because, do you think you know me? Edge wins. Edge gets the victory. Christian Cage doing his part. They get them titles. This is their swan song.
I can tell you, the rated R superstar is not going to quit. Christian Cage is not going to quit.
But he will F your mother, though.
So,
He's that guy.
I will got to say, FTR is going to mumble the words, I quit.
But it's going to be a great match. Looking forward to that. Got a humongous match for the AEW International Championship. You got Kazuchika Okada and Kanesuke Takashita.
I'm glad you said that match, because I'd have messed it up.
This has been brewing for a long time, and Takashita is one of the most talented wrestlers on this planet right now.
Great.
On a high of all highs. I think he takes Okada out. I think he wins. And I'm so excited for it. So deserving.
I've got so much energy built up, I'm over here yawning. That's how much energy.
Yeah.
Lack of oxygen from talking so much.
Yep.
I do agree with you. I think it is Takashita time.
Baby.
I believe this is going to be another slobber knocker, a barn burner, a 5-star match. But I think Takashita's going to win.
Good man. All right, now we got another women's match.
Thekla against Sheeta
Akira Shida
against my girl Chris Statlander
versus Mommy. Oh, my mommy there.
Not Rhea Ripley?
Different mommy.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Different mommy.
Want to make sure. Okay. Jamie Hayter.
For the women's world championship, a fatal 4-way.
Ooh. All right.
Who do you got winning?
I think they're going to continue to make this girl look strong. I think Thekla is going to retain.
I'm with you on this. Thekla retains. She deserves to retain. The Triangle of Madness is a beautiful thing to watch, quite literally. Keep it up.
We got
Fire storyline.
Julia Hart and who's the other one?
Sky Blue, baby.
Thanks, Sky Blue. Yep.
Blue.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. My heart. Anyway, now for the main event, the AEW World Championship. MJF, Hair versus Darby Allin. Title. Hair versus title match.
Glorious hair. Oh no.
Who wins this? This is a tough choice. They backed us into a corner.
So, is Darby Allin's reign going to be that short? Are you really going to have a bald-headed MJF?
This is tough.
Could you imagine a bald-headed MJF just yapping every week about how his head's cold? And maybe that's why he wears a scarf.
Maybe.
I do know Darby Allin is not going to have a care in the world for his body.
That guy is reckless.
But was it not this past Wednesday, the Wednesday before that last? Darby Allin, I felt, kind of showed that, okay, maybe the title was too heavy for him. Maybe
he was
getting
exhausted.
worn out.
Yeah.
Okay, does Darby Allin get some help?
From who?
I mean, you have the old guy in the Stinger.
Maybe.
Do you
I don't
have
think so.
somebody that's just out there in the free agent world that pops up and just doesn't like MJF and wants to cost him?
Huh. Who would that be?
I don't have any names.
Is there anybody out there?
I'm sure there's somebody.
This feels like a fantastic opportunity for a big name to get involved.
I mean, yeah. They're always looking for people to...
But I guess the question is, what big name could you possibly get involved that would make this worth it in an MJF scenario versus Darby Allin, you run the risk of making MJF look weak if he needs help.
Correct.
Against Darby Allin. But do you really want to run that risk of a short title reign for Darby? I think if anybody can suffer a short title reign and be okay,
Darby.
and bounce back and extend the rivalry, it's Darby Allin. Ain't no way MJF getting bald, because he's better than you and you know it. MJF gets a W.
Okay.
Darby Allin loses that title.
I guess, in a way, this match kind of feels like, who is the true face of AEW?
It's definitely MJF.
So you're going to have MJF, whether he's going to go bald or not, and then you got Darby Allin, whether he's going to retain the title and have a short title reign. Unfortunately, I'm a Darby Allin fan. I think, unfortunately, you are not making MJF go bald. So, therefore, I'm going to have to pick MJF.
Glad we're on the same page. But kudos to Darby Allin. Plenty of defenses. This does not make him look weak.
But maybe this match don't even end in a 1, 2, 3. Maybe it ends
We're
with
gonna
no
have
contest.
We're going to have to look at free agents and touch base on this at some point, and maybe even make a short about it and see if there's anybody that could show up to interrupt this.
I'm sure there's somebody out there. I just hope it's not Baron Corbin.
But yeah, this is a nice card, and I forgot to mention something very important. Mick Foley's a special guest host with Renee Paquette here.
Yeah, Mick Foley has cut his ties, or I should say WWE has cut his ties with Mick Foley.
This is very interesting to me. I don't know if this was politically driven or not, as outspoken as Mick Foley is, but you can't let a hardcore legend get away and go to a rival place like this. If you let this man revive hardcore somewhere else, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, he's the one that helps Darby Allin if that ends up happening.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Darby Allin has some hardcore aspects.
But I will say,
with the stinger.
Last time that Mick Foley was on that network with similar people, a.k.a. Tony Schiavone, he was Cactus Jack. Just saying.
Interesting point.
But yeah, looking forward. It's a great weekend for wrestling. That's 2 massive shows back to back to watch. So you got Thursday Night SmackDown, or Friday Night SmackDown. You got Monday, you got Raw. Sandwich in between, you got Hurricane.
Ooh,
Bam and
I
Bam.
was just thinking I won't be able to watch Double or Nothing, but I forgot I have off Monday, so I'll be able to watch it. Want to come over?
Holiday.
If you're not doing anything.
Depends if I have the kid or not.
I mean, kid
We'll
can
see.
come too.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Excited, though.
Yeah.
Excited is an understatement for this. This could be humongous.
I'm actually glad that I'm off now. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Because I was really upset that I wasn't going to be able to watch it.
These are great cards to watch. I encourage you all to go check this out. Make sure you get your dubby. So you got plenty of energy to watch all that wrestling all weekend, brother. Because I'm being honest, that's like a lot of straight days of wrestling. Because I was watching wrestling Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I have wrestling every day now. Every day. It's a lot to keep up
And I
with.
really haven't been watching TNA, but I really need to get... I do need to interject with a... I need to get WWE to realize that you let Leon Slater go to AEW. You may just have made the biggest mistake of the year.
I'm going to tell you that right now. This guy's a future superstar
Like,
in the grasp.
It would be like letting Seth Rollins or somebody of that stature go to AEW.
Can't do it.
It would, or Rhea Ripley. Like, it would shatter. Leon Slater is the youngest up-and-coming person, and the Hardy Boys will
Vouch for that.
Correct.
I'm telling you right now, don't let him go.
So will Javon Evans.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, make sure you're watching wrestling. Have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Get your W energy, brother.
W energy.
Shout out to T-Shirt Tony, Funny Farm Power Company. Shout out to Myers Meadows, best wiffle ball around. Shout out to John Tom Turnbull. Shout out to Sam and Steph, our good friends that we watch wrestling with. Oh yeah, brother.
Again, Coach.
Whoa. Them guys are handsome, by the way. Man.
Kurt. That is our code. 20% off this week only. And then next week we will be going to 10%. But yeah. Be better every day.
Yeah, brother.
Get that energy. No crash. As you can tell, I'm wired, baby.
Yeah, bro's got a lot of energy, and that's good. It's good. I'm glad. A lot going on. Have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy yourselves, and I can't wait to recap everything that we watched this weekend.
Woo!
Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Peace.